Every day, we are learning more about our changing world. Every day, ideas are born, challenges become opportunities. To achieve our purpose, we need people who can turn ideas into reality, who can create success. That's us at ABB. Thinkers, engineers, scientists, innovators. We push the boundaries of technology to make industry safer, more intelligent, and more productive.
Isn't it great to be here today, able to reflect on the strength and resilience of the Australian mining industry? Thank you to IMARC for bringing this conference to fruition, in spite of the tumultuous and uncertain year we've had. Our people have again demonstrated their ability to adapt to change quickly and to keep our operations and our communities safe through the multiple challenges of 2020, such as drought, bushfires, and the COVID-19 pandemic. Globally, we're now looking ahead toward economic recovery, and today we anticipate the role mid-tier miners will play in that recovery, delivering value for our communities and stakeholders. As we turn our attention to the mid-tier miners, let's celebrate the role we play in our economies. Australia's 14 mid-tier miners are a sizable force, valued at more than $50 billion. Mid-tiers are perfectly placed with sufficient scale to make a meaningful difference to our regions and sufficient agility to respond fast to market signals. The intent to become a globally relevant mid-tier gold company was the reason that Evolution was formed 9 years ago. Today, our market cap sits at about $10 billion, making us the third largest Australian listed gold company. We're of the view that 6 to 8 assets are the ideal number to own, and we currently own 6. This portfolio size is one in which people can make a real difference. Each of Australia's mid-tier miners has its own story of resilience and recovery, and each is looking forward to a bright future in 2021. At Evolution, in financial year 20, we contributed almost $1.6 billion to the Australian and Canadian economies. We spent $79 million with local organisations, and our operations employed 65% of their workforce locally. We also commenced 7 sustainability projects. We're proud of our unique contribution, and I'd like to share how we're looking forward to 2021, rapidly developing new mines, reimagining older mines, and striving to improve the quality of every one of our assets, all through our people, enabled, empowered, and inspired to deliver positive value for our communities and stakeholders. So a little bit about me. I come from Narracot, which is a small town in the southeast of South Australia. My father was a district agronomist, and so regional communities hold a special place in my heart. I've always had a healthy respect for primary industry. In my 20 years with the mining industry, I've been really fortunate to see the positive impact of mining on our regions, from the Aboriginal communities of the East Kimberley to the First Nations of Northern Canada, from the farming communities of the Eyre Peninsula to small town Saskatchewan. Mining is providing the economic lifeblood that allows people to thrive in their chosen way of life. It is this economic and social contribution that continues to inspire me about the mining industry today. I joined Evolution 6 months ago, largely attracted by this values-driven company and its intimate connection to its local communities. Since inception, Evolution's values of safety, excellence, accountability, and respect have underpinned the way we go about our business. I'm really proud of how we've proactively managed our COVID response in line with our values, and our safety focus remains on the overall well-being of our people. Similarly, we have empathy for the economic plight of other industries and parts of the community who have suffered via drought, fires, and COVID. We're keen to create value and to inject that back into the communities in which we are grateful to be a part of. Our social and community contributions were captured by a Cow community member during our recent independent perception survey, who said, "Evolution is not arm's length. They're very involved and want to understand. There aren't false promises attached. They're very realistic and a true partner." We're proud of how our sustainability efforts are maturing and the value we are continuing to create for all of our stakeholders, embedding sustainability in everything we do every day. Safety, community, climate, and biodiversity. We're building a positive legacy. So let's hone in now on our Cowra Gold operation. This is close to West Wyalong in New South Wales, and where we employ around 500 people today, and where we're planning to develop a new underground mine. We purchased Cowra from Barrick in 2015 with a mine life of 9 years. Since then, we've produced 1.3 million ounces, delivering a free cash flow of over $700 million. We've also been busy exploring and developing options for Cowra's future. We now see a mine life of at least a further 12 years, and we're starting to think of it more like 20 years. What a great future for the region. As a mid-tier, we're agile to respond to this opportunity in the near term. We don't have to wait for external funding like a junior or be slowed down by the inner machinations of a major. A few weeks ago, we submitted our application for government approval to develop this Cowra underground mine, a low environmental impact mine, the next stage in Cowra's development. The project will contribute to economic recovery, creating approximately 200 full-time equivalent jobs at the peak of construction, and around 160 permanent roles in operation, taking the total number of jobs at Cowra to around 660. The project also creates an opportunity for upskilling and attracting new people to the region, professionals, tradespeople, and operators. We've got a long-term commitment to building skills locally. We're hopeful that the New South Wales government, which has been very receptive to shovel-ready projects, will accelerate the approval process so that approval is granted in the first half of 2021. Our goal is to produce first ore within 12 months of that approval being granted. We're really proud of Evolution's continued investment in this region through shared value programs, ongoing partnership development, and direct sponsorships and donations, building on community values and our relationships with First Nations people. And now to Red Lake. I must admit, Red Lake was also a primary attraction for me when I chose to join Evolution. It's got lots to love: a long, proud history, amazing geology, a bright growth outlook, committed people, and the Canadian winter. Our Red Lake Gold operation is located in Western Ontario, 500 kilometres northwest of Thunder Bay, close to the Manitoba border. Red Lake is one of the largest, highest grade gold camps in North America, with historical production of over 25 million ounces, with head grades exceeding 20 grams per tonne. However, in 2016, the high grade zones were running out, and as they ran out, the mine became more and more complicated. There were 5 different shafts, 2 different mills, and the mine was becoming more spread out as the miners searched for a small high-grade pocket here and one there. With greater complexity, the unit cost of operation went up, and eventually it was costing more to produce an ounce of gold than the market would pay. The future of the mine, its jobs, and the local community was in doubt. The mine was put up for sale, and Evolution officially took ownership in April this year. So as a mid-tier, Evolution looked at this mine through a different lens, joining our technical breadth and depth with that of the existing Red Lake team, and bringing our combined entrepreneurial spirit to bear, seeking to breathe new life into this old asset. We were able to give it the focus a major couldn't afford. Our geoscientists spent more than 10,000 person hours analysing, reaggregating and modelling 6 million samples. Our engineers looked for opportunities to simplify, modernise and improve the operation. Together, they have reset the definition of ore and reimagined the future of the Red Lake operation. In doing so, they've created the potential for a truly transformational future. Our initial plan was to grow production to 200,000 ounces per year. This is now being challenged, and we're considering potential production rates in excess of 300,000 sustainable ounces per year. And we believe this is imminently achievable. It's our team of 700 people on site who are reaching for this reimagined future, completing a workforce restructure, refurbishing a smaller infrastructure footprint, modernising equipment and embracing new ways of working as they strive for higher performance and they create increasing value for their community and our stakeholders through this period of economic recovery and beyond. We're looking forward to sharing more on Red Lake's story in the months to come. At Evolution, our values, our culture, our people underpin our success. We strive for excellence, taking pride in our work, delivering our best and constantly seeking to improve. We have a bold entrepreneurial spirit and are inspired by the future. Last year, we delivered 45 million of data-enabled business improvement. We nicknamed this Debbie. Our most successful initiative was Project Boost at Cowra, where an analysis of the gold grade in different sized material from the mill enabled us to divert low-grade material and achieve $16 million of benefit. We also used the data to optimise the throughput of the mill at Mungari, generating $10 million benefit, while at Mount Carlton, monitoring of blast movements realised $4 million of value. Data availability and usability continues to improve, and we're excited with what Debbie will enable us to achieve in the future. We recognise people across our sites and offices for making a difference, delivering value for our stakeholders and investors. In the 3 years we have run our Act Like an Owner program, more than 500 ALOs have been approved for recognition. As an example, one of our processing coordinators identified an improvement opportunity during the changing out of trash screens in the mill. By changing out the underflow of the trash screens, the site was able to run on one screen at a production rate of 430 tonnes per hour, as opposed to 320 tonnes per hour in the original configuration. This allows the site to change between the screens for maintenance activities without reducing throughput, resulting in $220,000 of increased cash flow annually. It also improves energy use, reduces risk during maintenance activities, reduces work required during mill shutdowns, and improves health and safety outcomes. It is the uniquely Evolution culture, entrepreneurial and bold, yet authentic and humble, that underpins our success. So, looking forward to 2021, as a mid-tier miner, we will be rapidly developing new mines, reimagining older mines, striving to improve the quality of every one of our assets, and continuing to look for growth opportunities. And we'll do that all through our people, enabled, empowered, and inspired to deliver positive value for our stakeholders. Thank you.